What is the victim economy and why does it flourish? You know, you look on social media all the time and you'll see people that are claiming that they're victims of something. And they're asking for cash apps, they're asking for GoFundMe's. Now, let me preface this by saying people can be victims. People can be victims of home fires, natural disasters, things of that nature. And in these situations, you should definitely give. Anybody's home can burn down. Anybody through a series of unfortunate events can experience something as to which they need help. And it's up to you to discern if these people are genuinely victims of circumstance or victims of their own poor choices and decisions. But, I was thinking about something, right? And we see that there's an epidemic in this country. We see that there's an epidemic of people that will get on social media and will claim victimhood, will say that they were a victim of something. And then they'll turn around and they'll say, well, this is my Cash App, this is my PayPal. And they'll tell you a sob story about how much they need money. And people will give. People will give. And there's two reasons why this is taking place. Number one, we live in a victim society where victimhood is the new hustle. Victimhood is the new level up. Why? Because the previous generations of the generations, after those were born in the in the 70s, the generations that's come after us, and they call it the millennials and Gen Zs. They suffered a lot of trauma in their childhood, and as a direct result, we're seeing the trauma of this in society today, because there is always going to be a lag when it comes to the repercussions of broken homes. And now you have all of these children that's grown up in broken homes, and they're broken, and so therefore there's no way out. You look at the educational system, you see all of these, the socioeconomic factors, the broken homes. You see all of these situations, and it's all rolling up to the society that we have today, where people, the victimhood mentality is the new hustle. Well, people will claim that something has happened to them, and they want you to give them money. It's a real sick thing for people to tell others that they don't need to work, or they shouldn't get a job. That the way in which they should survive and thrive today is via Cash App and PayPal and GoFundMe. It really is a sick mentality, and the reason why this victim mentality is flourishing in society today is because everybody wants to play that victim card. When everything else fails, like the government, when all else fails, they take you to war. For the average poor person that's destitute, or that do nothing but make poor choices and decisions in their lives, the victim card is a way to get out of jail free. It's a way to alleviate the pain and suffering that they experience in their life. So what do? I was a victim of something. I was a victim of this person, or I was a victim of this organization, or I was a victim of this government. Whatever it is, they claim victimhood, and they want you to give them money. And this is why the victim economy is flourishing in this day and age, is because, and this is why people give to them. It's just like a Suzu. I think that it's a Chinese term, a Suzu, where everybody gives into the pot, and then it's your turn to get the payout. So everybody gives $50 every week, and then there's 10 people in the pot, and at the end of every cycle, that person gets that payout. It's the same concept. It's the same mentality. Everybody wants their payout, and so what they do is they see somebody playing in the victim elliptics, and they support them. They fully support them. Why? Because when it's time for them to scream victimhood, they want people to support them. It's a total diabolical, maniacal, schizophrenic, infested thought process that is entered into the minds of people. And you see it all the time. I'm pretty sure people have seen people on YouTube, people on Facebook claiming that they were a victim of something and asking for money. Like the money is going to miraculously solve the problem of their victimhood, when it's not. It's just a way to get by, to live off the backs of others. I mean, we just have this. We have this mentality running rampant today. So why is the victim economy flourishing? Why? Because everybody wants to play that victim card. It's like the lotto. It's exactly like the lotto. But you get peanuts in return. And it's just, nobody's interested in any real solutions. Well, because, I've tried to go to these people, right, and offer real solutions. And they don't want the solutions. All they want is the handout. All they want is the ability to go on in their ways, because the new hustle is the victimhood now. I was a victim of something. I was a victim of this. They don't want to heal, because healing requires that you take personal responsibility and knowing that no one is coming to save you. And so therefore you're going to have to engage in the process of counseling and deliverance and self-reflection and accountability, ultimately, because these are grown folk. I'm not talking about people that are 13, 14, 15 years old. I'm talking about people that if you're old enough to drive and carry a gun and vote, and you're old enough to or open up your legs or whatever it may be, then you're old enough to take personal accountability and go on that healing process. But a lot of people don't want to do that. And you got to understand that by giving to this people, all you're doing is promoting the victim mentality, the victim economy. Stop doing it. Develop a sense of discernment about yourself, because there are people out there that truly do need help. That is not as a direct result of their own poor choices and decisions, or their lack of ability to move on and grow, because we've all been through something in life. This is just the nature of life. I grew up in foster care. I didn't have a mother or a father growing up. So therefore, am I going to turn around and be a victim and say, hey, because of this or because of that, then therefore I can't be a good father to my sons and daughters, that I can't break the generational curse? It's all about saying, regardless of what happens, we can grow and we can change and we can develop and we can become better individuals. But you're not going to do that if you support and fund these people in their victim mentality. Stop doing it. Stop giving money to people who just get on YouTube, Facebook, and got cash apps and stuff, when they don't want to work, when they don't want to do nothing to better themselves. Stop doing it. Drain the victim economy.